A football game has been played yet again, and Chelsea have come out without losing it, especially because they have gone toe-to-toe with Manchester City, come out with a 4-4 victory. It's a draw, man. Why do I think it's a victory? It feels like a win, this particular one. And this is not because we used to do so well and now we're doing so badly that now we celebrate draws or anything. It's far from where we've been. We've been through the ditches, we've been through the process, we are still going through the process. And these are games whereby if we lost 5-1, not so many of us would be so shocked. We would be disappointed. We would be calling for Pochettino's head, or whichever player gave away a goal or took a stupid yellow card or gave away a cheap penalty or something like that. But we wouldn't be surprised about the result, to know that the Chelsea we watched towards the end of last season is now coming out, and the top 4 clubs in the English Premier League right now cannot beat us. Is some progress, people. Is some progress. And yes, it's not so many draws I get happy about. 4-4 against Manchester City. Yes, it's at home and I understand that. But against Manchester City, after the week we've had, getting to beat Tottenham, this is 2 games against 2 top sides, at least this season. And we've scored 8 goals in those 2 games among the top 2 sides in the English Premier League. And just the other day, we were talking about how we are creating all these chances and we just cannot score. If you don't see why we are celebrating today, guys, then I do not know when you're going to see this. There is also a bunch of people who feel we are getting lucky with the results we are picking up. You too shall be okay. But until then, we are telling you that we are getting back to where we want to be. We're going to the international break, and I think you've heard the news. What happens after the international break? We're getting closer and closer to the first 11 that many of us will think we know that Chelsea should be putting on that pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Desire Darikford Mugumisa. I am just excited. What an intro I have made. How long is that? I do not know, man. I'm just saying we are who we are. And, I'm Desire Darikford Mugumisa. I run this YouTube channel and I'm getting back to being as consistent as I can be. I am creating Chelsea content and I'm asking you to please subscribe to this channel, follow me on my socials, and let's continue having the conversations we love to have. Quite a few things that I would want for us to talk about as far as this game is concerned. We went toe-to-toe with them, Manchester City, the quadruple holders, the guys who just kill off teams that are not serious. But yeah, I look at the stats in that game and I'm thinking, I'm proud of the boys that we are putting out there. I'm proud of the decisions we made as far as the coaching staff is concerned. If at all, this is what we get to have. First and foremost, 17 shots on goal where Manchester City managed 15. 9 shots on target where Manchester City managed 10. 45% possession. That's pretty much equal on possession. I know you want 50-50, but 45-55 is hardly any change as far as that is concerned. They had many more passes, 514 as compared to our 530, but that's not even 100 passes difference. So that's also progressing there. The pass accuracy, 84 to 89%. The fouls, they fouled us more than we fouled them. Yes, Chelsea in our current position fouled Manchester City less than they fouled us. You need to look at these little things and have them count for something. That is simply amazing. And for me, one of the other bigger things about this one is we fell behind a couple of times in this game and the boys had the nerve to keep going, be in positions to try and get something out of that game, and we did exactly that. We started the first half so well. I'm not so sure that's how we should have started the second half. If we had started the second half the way we started the first half, I'm thinking we are winning this game. But hey, that's really with hindsight, isn't it? Let's pick it up from there and see how it gets to improve and all of that. Nicholas Jackson is getting on the score sheet. He's being a headache for striker, for defenders, and all of that. That was beautiful to watch. Cole Palmer is now a permanent fixture in our squad. Who walks out when Nkunku returns? I don't think it's Cole Palmer. I think he's on that right wing position and all of that. And I would want to see how that gets to go. Raheem Sterling, what a beast he was today. yesterday. He was on fire, wasn't he? And of course, Thiago Silva also coming out and getting to show what he is all about. What a game we managed to have right there. What we are talking about right now is that Manchester City, top of the table, Liverpool, second on the table, Arsenal, third on the table, and Tottenham, fourth on the table, are all clubs that have failed to beat Chelsea this season. Goes back to the low blocks that we kept talking about. There were a couple of clueless people who had not watched Chelsea match that watched us against Arsenal, and they were saying, oh, they don't play any football, but then suddenly they play Arsenal and they get to bring all this kind of football. Come on, you're just not watching this team. I don't think we look any different from what we looked when we played against Liverpool. Well, now we have a little bit more chemistry coming through, the players are seeing each other more, and all of that is going on for us, but the principle is the same. Nothing much has changed about this Chelsea side other than playing together more consistently. And now that we are also playing against teams that want to attack us, we are also going at them and we're getting results out of that. So brilliant stuff getting to see this Chelsea, the one that we love so much, getting to put on the results that it is right now. So yeah, we beat Tottenham Hotspur at the beginning of this week. We've refused to lose Manchester City at the end of this week. What a way to get to grow together. What a way to come out and show what you are all about against the biggest sides you can get to play against. For me, that is something beautiful. Another thing that I keep seeing in this team is that yes, now we have an identity. And for me, for years, we played games, but hey, pack the bus, get on the counter, win that game. And yeah, it is beautiful winning trophies. Arsenal fans will know about that, or well, the lack thereof. But I'm telling you, it is not exactly entertaining when year on year you win them, but you do not know how you won them. It was defense, it was counterattacks, it was other teams failing and all of that. It is us not exactly enjoying how our team gets to play and all of that. The results we're starting to pick up with this team playing the way it is, I think, is great progress, and I am happy that we have this project going on. I hope we have the patience to see it through and we don't have to hit restart anytime soon. So yeah, that was quite something that I got to enjoy about this particular game. I would want to also, of course, highlight the fact that yes, it does look like our players are starting to understand each other more, but there are a couple of players that look like what they were gone cases that are getting back up and are very big pieces of everything that we are doing with this team. And such players are people such as Cucurella. Yes, he gave away that penalty today, but outside of that, he had such a solid game. He was always present, was always well positioned. He was leading our attacks. For me, it disappoints me that sometimes, okay, he wasn't leading them, but he was, one of the options every time we attacked, and that was beautiful to see. It is disappointing how few assists he gets to record, how few shots he gets to put on and everything, and you feel like if we had someone who had more of the eye for the assist, more of the eye for goal and all of that, it would even be more helpful. But Cucurella, he's definitely looked better than his debut season with us at Chelsea Football Club, and for me that is amazing to see. Disasi, I've had my question marks about him, and I think he's one of those players like Rudiger and a couple of others. They're those players who just move a certain way that doesn't give you confidence in their ability in the game, but Disasi is proving that he can be playing at this particular level. Remember, I did do a video and you'll have a look at it where we were talking about what he brings to the team and everything, and there were castigations of what he can be. Why is he not a star for France at the age of 25, moving on to 26? He's been around for so long, he has his shortcomings and all of that, and of course a whole lot of advantages, and I am glad that we are seeing a lot of what he is all about. To know that sometime soon he could be playing with Paddy Ashil and there is Colwill as well, I think it's something that is very encouraging for our team and just about everything that we are getting to put together. Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, a couple of people coming out to castigate them, especially Enzo. One of those was Matt Lowe. Bollocks, my friend, bollocks. What are you talking about? Matt Lowe, of course, putting up a tweet at the substitution, I think, of Enzo, something to do with how he has not seen the £105 million performance of that guy. I think you really wanted an opinion. I think you really were clickbaiting Chelsea fans into engaging you and making it to my video. But no, anyone that has watched Enzo Fernandez definitely knows what that guy has brought to this team. Stability in that midfield, some of the passes that he gives off are just crazy, quarterback kind of stuff, and improved Jorginho, and I'm not really hating. For me, that is amazing. Caicedo still coming through and putting on quite some games. It is crazy to understand that these guys are even still acclimatizing to life in England, a different league and all of that. These are 22, 21, 23-year-olds or thereabouts, and it is just crazy how everything is happening so fast for them. Nico Jackson, more patience, but we like what we see there. Armando Broya off the bench, penalty one. What a clever man. 2 appearances now, goal in one, and then assist in the other. Cole Palmer, you beauty, continuing to come through right there. Of course, there was a little bit of overemphasis in the first half. You would imagine, first game against the team that you left to come to this team is playing at your home and everything, so you have to show what you're all about and everything. But I am glad that you managed to put on the performance that you did, Cole Palmer, if you're watching this, of course. But yes, I am so happy with this Chelsea side. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think of what the boys are all about and what the results we've managed to put on today in the comment section. Other than that, until our next video, hey, subscribe to this channel, will you? Turn on the notifications. Make sure that you follow me on social media. Let's have those conversations together, yeah? And, yeah, as we close it out, as we always do, let's keep the blue flag flying high. We are Chelsea, and we are definitely going up and up and up. Keep believing, we just might be in the Champions League, man. We just might be in the Champions League.